Josh, don't end it. Don't end it, Josh. No.
End the stream.
No, don't end it. Please, no, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, folks, it seems like just a couple of days ago, I was talking about how it was over for mrbased. And it seems like mrbased has just had a string of bad luck. Over and over again, this guy's taking L's each and every day. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about 2 L's that he just took back to back. This first L has to do with some chick off a Fishtank named Letty. This girl ended up going on mrbased stream and completely cooked his ass. And today, he had a crash out where some people were apparently knocking at mrbased door. Josh ended up crashing out. mrbased sort of went over there and did some shit, but you can't really hear it because it's off camera. Either way, they ended up ending stream, both Josh and mrbased. And at this point, I don't know if mrbased is going to have a very long streaming career. It just depends on how long Josh is alive. Because at the end of the day, people are still donating to mrbased. They try to talk about how he did this, that, and the other, but at the same time, they're literally giving him like $50, $20, shit, sometimes $200 just to mess with him or troll him. But in actuality, they're just giving him money and feeding into this whole mess. But first, let's start off by talking about this drama involving that girl that I mentioned earlier named Letty. So she's from the show Fishtank, which is hosted by Sam Hyde. Apparently, she's a pretty popular character on that show, and I don't know much about her, so I'm not going to really say anything towards her character, but I do know that she cooked mrbased pretty bad. Now, apparently mrbased just started bringing up this girl's naughty content. That's the best way for me to put it, and I hate putting it in those words, but that's probably the only way that YouTube is going to accept me talking about this. It was her naughty content, right? It was on a whole different website, let's just say that. A website where people usually go on their free time to, I guess, unwind, you can say. People like mrbased go on those websites a lot, let's just say that. So, mrbased is talking about how people were mentioning her hairy butthole. That's like the quote that he uses, and I'm pretty sure that should be fine. I mean, it's literally just the word butthole. It's over and over. He talks about how he's seen it, and he starts like making fun of her for it. And in return, she talks about how he R-worded a girl and, you know, did some bad stuff. Let's just say that. You guys know the whole case involving mrbased, right? I really don't have to explain it at this point. But essentially, she just started bringing up the super bad stuff that he did in his past. And he was just bringing up the fact that she made some naughty content one time. And I mean, y'all can make your judgments, but I'm pretty sure one is worse than the other. So let's watch her bring this up and see how this whole thing came to be. And then we'll sort of break it down from there.
What?
If it's not really your butthole, there's nothing wrong with it. Is it really your butthole that people are sharing?
Is it real that you people?
No, I never did in my life. Is it true that you have a really hairy butthole?
18 hours later with no arms and
We were
legs
just
and a
talking
gaping
about
hole.
it. I just said I have
strapped to a
butthole
table
braids.
like Dexter fucking Morgan.
Before the stream started, you told me that you want to fight me. Is this an example of you wanting to fight me?
I didn't say that.
I said we should be nice to each other.
Hanging out with
And
Yeah,
you
and
said
then
I
you
want.
started
You said
being weird to me.
no. You
red
said
flag
I want to
alert,
fight
red
you.
flag
My
alert,
chat
red
wants me
flag
to be
alert,
mean
red
to
flag
you.
No,
And
I
I
said
said-
people want me to be mean to you.
Right.
And you said, oh, what if I talk about your hairy vagina?
No,
and I
you
was
no,
like,
I did not. I said your hairy butthole, not your vagina. I have no idea if you have a hairy. I saw your butt. They sent pictures of your
Josh, you're
butthole.
now on my way to my
they
20th
sent
country. W will
pictures.
never
You didn't
even get
go.
to 10 you unemployed.
Like sometimes they send pictures of like a black guy with a 2-foot to me and Josh. In this case, they've been sending your
$15. I
butthole.
am only
You know, it's
watching
not a
this stream
W
for
if
Letty.
you talk shit to
I
me
have
about
no
my
idea
butthole
who
or my
these other
because
are.
it just makes you
Hi,
look
Letty.
more creepy.
You said to me, my chat wants me to fight with you, Mr. Base, and I said, if you
Anonymous
do,
I didn't
sent
say that. I
$15.
said
Letty Jason is going to
they
kill.
to
Don't
be
let
mean
Josh
to
shave
you.
your
And then I
butthole on
wasn't
stream.
mean
I said
to
it
you,
just
and then
did.
you started being weird
Can I
to
keep
me.
the butthole
So I
hairs,
started kind of riffing back to you and saying, "Oh, you killed someone."
right, I said to you, I wouldn't take that approach because I'll destroy you.
Okay, well, I wasn't
are
going to take that
circulating in his
approach
Discord. It's confirmed he
until
jerked
you
it to
made
you
it the
last
main
night.
topic.
He was
Do you want to
sharing your
promote your site?
Run
I
from
don't have
now.
People have been sending everyone links to your old. Did you stop it?
I never had an
Anonymous $15 RIP Letty got
Josh, is it
back to
okay that
Canada.
she has?
Toll still brown.
I don't mind, do you?
I don't have.
Hank
how
Pro
uncomfortable
sent
you're making
$15 Letty.
Josh. Oh my
I think
God.
your
I
butthole is
think you're
perfect
making
even
him
with the hair.
uncomfortable.
You told me
Just
you
like
wanted to
propane
fight,
and
and you're
propane
fighting
accessories.
me.
No, I
It's
told you
7:08.
I
Don't we have
wanted
to
to
be at
chill.
the recording studio?
Yeah, let's go in 5 minutes.
Honestly, y'all, this shit's pretty awkward, but it gets more awkward as we continue. The whole gimmick is supposed to be that Letty is gonna be Josh's girlfriend. So that's why Mr. Bay starts grilling her, and Josh at the same time being like, do you think it's okay that she has this stuff online? And, you know, Josh is kind of confused. He seems awkward. And then Mr. Bay starts blaming it on her when in fact it was him who brought up the whole situation in the first place. And, you know, she kind of was just retaliating against him. And at the end of the day, I mean, if he's going to say some shit to her, he might as well expect some shit back. It just makes sense, right? Like she said, they're kind of just riffing. It wasn't really that big of a deal anyway. I think they're just both like internet goblins, you know what I mean? At least from what I've seen of Letty, she seems to not really care too much, and she likes to do a lot of crazy bullshit. I mean, the people on Fishtank are crazy as it is, so you can kind of get her vibe right off the bat, right? She doesn't really care. So she's just saying whatever comes to her head, and you would think Mr. Bass would kind of respect that, but instead he starts getting really emotional and like he starts getting into his feelings about it, and then people are donating and then they're supporting her, and the donations are just flying at this point. Like y'all can see, I had to blur out a lot because people are just donating a bunch of crazy bullshit, and it keeps going and it keeps going, and this makes Mr. Bass angry. He starts to get really mad. He gets like mad at some points, and then at other points he tries to like act like everything's cool and they're just joking, but you can tell that those comments really got to him, especially after he notices that, you know, when he goes to touch her, which you'll see in the next coming up clips, he goes to kind of reach out to her and she completely rejects him, and you can tell like a whole vibe changes because he's like, okay, I'm not going to be able to get with this woman, so, you know, I might as well be a dick and threaten to sue her.
Letty more clip get F sent $15. Watch Jason again for me. Letty, what a woman. mrbased is a disgusting old man. I'm giving this dollar for Letty only.
Well, you're still sending him money. He
Thanks
loves
a lot.
this.
Sent $15. The addition of Letty to the show has ruined it all for me. Unsubscribing. We're here for Josh and barely getting him. Also based with women around creeps the out us. Peace out.
I'm only here for one day. You guys don't have to unsubscribe.
Don Bertucci legal
Josh is
team
still
sent
the star.
$15 effective immediately.
So you
Don
took
Bertucci holds
you
full
took the
copyright
mean,
over
nasty
your music.
approach. Is your
Any
community
use
going to be
without
proud of you?
His
I
approval will
didn't take a
result in
mean,
immediate
nasty
legal
approach.
action.
I was being
This
nice.
year only
and
one
You
like-
called me
sex
you called me a
slave.
murderer and shit.
Oh, yeah, because you started saying shit about
Your hairy
like,
butthole.
Let it run before
Exactly.
base.
I didn't.
Mo
You got
sent
20
$15
donations
for
about it,
sharing
and all you
nudes
do is
and
get
DJ
embarrassed.
videos.
You don't tell them you
He
shaved your
jerked off
ass
to
and it
you.
doesn't exist anymore.
Check his Discord.
That's worse.
Base jerked off
Why
to
should I
Letty.
have to appeal
Base
to
jerked off to
the
Letty.
weirdos who are
Base
trying to
jerked
like
off to
get a
Letty.
reaction out of me? Why should I appeal to them and say like,
Just
oh,
tell
I
them.
shaved just for you?
W.
Like,
Letty L.
that's
Base
none of their
sent
business.
$15.
Just tell 'em it's
Letty
not
Brown
hairy
Base
anymore so
worse
they can
than
respect you.
Everclear. How this old
is
you're
just
getting his
making you
feelings
look
so hurt, but
bad.
this young woman.
If she's gonna date you, tell her she gotta shave her ass.
Someone
I'm
called
not
the
gonna
cops
say
now sent
anything.
$15.
Are you still
Someone
interested?
Called
Yeah.
the cops.
You don't
Someone
seem very
called
interested.
the cops. Someone called the cops. Someone called the cops.
But I didn't want to fight a little girl. She said to me earlier, it would be really great if we fight with each other. Can I be
I
mean to you?
didn't
Can we
say
fight?
What is
My
hairy,
chat wants me to
disgusting
fight you.
butthole sent
I go,
$15,
stupid idea,
Letty,
but do it if you
freeloading
want
piece
to.
of ass. You're
she
a
decided to
disgusting
do
I
it.
human.
did not say
We love
that, and I
Mr.
only
Base. You
I
are
told
nothing.
you
You
I
are
only
leeching off
started
Mr.
because
Base
you
and
started
Josh.
first.
And then
Kick her
after,
out,
like
disgusting
days
hairy
from now,
butt.
you're going to talk
Like,
shit about me for
no,
months.
I'm not. You just have like some complex where you think everyone's
Letty
gonna
could
do
send
that.
$15.
You're already
I-
doing it.
Yes,
Mr.
I
Bates.
am
Good girl,
doing
Kirk.
it.
Just like
Because
there's
you-
photo evidence.
You started it.
Because you made the entire topic of tonight my butthole.
Really sent $40
No,
Mr.
chat
Bates
did that.
tonight.
You're a
Well,
streamer.
You egged
Please
them
stop
on.
fighting.
Chat is God. They do what they want. They get what they want. They do what they want. No one can control chat.
You know, that comment really came back to bite Mr. Bass in the ass, because usually when people start talking about controversial issues involving him, you know, when it comes to the chat, he'll turn that shit off. Like if it goes really deep, he'll turn that shit off. But once he said that, you know, chat is God and, you know, you just can't stop the chat or whatever, chat controls everything. Once he said that, then, you know, the floodgates open, and the next thing you know, people are donating basically discussing his case in detail. It's pretty wild, man. And, you know, Josh is kind of just sitting there shaking his head almost as if he agrees with the donations being presented. I think it's just him spaced out. He's just totally not coherent at that point. He's not really listening to what's going on around him. He's kind of just trying to basically take his mind off the situation because it's probably really awkward for him. I mean, I could only imagine he has this girl who he probably finds attractive, and Mr. Based is like totally ruining it for everybody. Totally scaring the hoes, right? That's the best way to put it. He's just totally scaring the hoes. He also starts making these weird comments where he's saying that like people are gonna go after him for attacking a little girl. Later in another clip, he says that she's only 12 years old. Man, it's really weird that you're out here claiming that you have a little girl sitting there drinking with you and you're making sexual comments towards them. Like, why are you doing that? Why are you comparing this person to a little girl who you're over here like, you know, clamoring on with sexual comments? You're feeding them alcohol. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure this girl is of age. Like, she's well into her 20s, right? So I'm not making the claim that Mr. Based is really doing anything weird as far as having her there. I'm just saying that he's making these claims as if what he's doing is weird, you know, comparing her to a 12-year-old and such. You just don't do that, man. It's just really weird.
Mr. Based, Julia sent $15, Mr. Based. After the girl named Julia then tried to pin it on Zolt, and girl run away while you can. This is how he lures girls. Flashes cashy and roofies them.
Bro, cheers and $15 gun lie based. I'm being mad weird. This is why people say stuff up to.
Why do you have such a disgusting name of your social media? Born to Piss.
Space.
What is that about? I can't win because you guys are like, he's 57 and he's fighting a 12-year-old girl.
Can you two just shut the hell up and do a normal stream?
But we have a treat
Y'all
till later
arguing is
tonight.
clearly making
When
Josh
I have my
uncomfortable.
drink open and he's like, is that a fake
Anonymous
laugh?
sent $15. Letty is obviously the star of the show. Mr. Based, there is no reason
Josh
to
is
be mad
the
at her
star.
just because
I'm
she's
not
all
mad.
of the content right
We were
now.
playing the fight game. Like a
You
debate in
sound
high
kinda
school.
pressed.
No, I wasn't.
Michael
Sounded
Quinn's
like you were gonna
nipples
cry.
sent $15. My sweet hairy
It's
Letty.
okay, Mr.
You are a
Based.
wolfman.
It's
You
okay.
should check
Don't
your
cry.
drink for
Don't
God.
touch me.
It's insane how much Mr. Based jumps around during this stream, all the way up until the end. He's changing his mind. 1 second, he's really mad at the girl, and the next, you know, he's acting like it was all a joke and she can come back. It's very weird. He's basically, I don't know if he's trying to like play with her emotions or if he's genuinely mad and then he sees that, you know, chat is calling him names, making fun of his masculinity or whatever. And then he has to be like, well, you know, I'm not mad. I'm just joking. It's hard to understand where Mr. Base's mind was at exactly when this was taking place, but it just makes him look like a buffoon. But it seems like the most drastic change is right after this. Once she tells Mr. Base not to touch her, you know, when he goes in for the grab and she's like, nah, man, don't touch me. She kind of stood her ground. That's when Mr. Base started to get angry. And then the whole thing just kind of turned into a debate where Mr. Base was asking her a bunch of questions like how she feels about him using Josh. He's basically asking her if she thinks that Josh is being exploited. And I feel like anybody who's sane would say, yeah, of course Josh is being exploited. But at the end of the day, you can only give somebody advice one time. Josh knows what situation he's in. He's heard it a million times from people around him that Mr. Base isn't a good guy, and he doesn't care. He just wants the clout that comes with being part of Mr. Base streams. Because basically, Mr. Base is able to like harness all of Joshua's powers and put him into one stream because Josh's TikTok is like a whole mess of stuff. It's never really that coherent. But if you see him on a Mr. Base stream, you can practically track his whole day.
Here's your chance. Wait. Let's see if you have balls. Am I exploiting Josh or not?
Josh, do you feel exploited?
No, I'm asking you directly.
No.
Yes or no? Am I exploiting Josh?
No.
I'm asking you.
I honestly don't know
Michael
enough
Quinn's
about your
nipples
setup.
sent
Like,
No,
I didn't
no.
know anything about you.
Yes or no answer. Am I
Joshua
exploiting
disabled
Josh? Have the
alcohol
balls
crap.
to say what you think.
Stop eating your boogers and put
I
the
am
fries
saying
in
what
your
I think.
bag.
Have I ever been
Based is
dishonest?
the
You're going to be
Same
running
person.
around saying I exploit him for the next couple of years. So why don't you say it
No,
now?
I'm not, because I'm not going to tolerate talk
Say it in
about
front of
after
me.
this, because after I end the stream, it will be irrelevant to me.
You're going to be dating Josh by the end of this stream. Just because it's not lovey-dovey now doesn't mean it's going to be not lovey-dovey by the end.
Okay, well maybe I'll date Josh, but what does that have to do with you?
And if you do date Josh, you're shaving your butthole.
Josh does not care, and you do not have the right to speak for him.
I'm making jokes. You're the
I don't
first
think
person
so.
to call me a murderer in my home, Letty.
Anonymous $15 mirror mirror on the wall.
Goddamn,
How many
Letty.
butthole hairs does Letty
There's a
have?
Nathan Phillips
Google
Square.
born Telpis on.
I really like Square, but you should visit Toronto.
Letty, have you ever called anyone else in their home or just me?
Well, I've never actually met another before.
So you know for a fact I'm a murderer? I'll sue you for slander. I'll fuck you up. Maybe you'll be rich one day.
Hey, calm down, Mr. Bates. It's not that serious.
I don't think you can sue
Yo,
somebody
you deserve
who
everything
lives...
you get for the porn
I
you
don't
did,
think you...
because you're disgusting, picking on me for
I
shit
don't
that's
think...
not true. Everyone should fuck you up
I
for
don't
the
think
true
it's
shit that you've done.
possible to sue
Because you're kind of a
somebody
disgusting girl. You're cute,
internationally, right?
and it won't last that long, but you're a
What?
disgusting human. No, I don't like you at all. I think you're a garbage person.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Calling me a murderer in my house, I'm going to think
Get
you're garbage.
over it!
Maybe you'll apologize correctly.
Mr.
Get
Based is a
over it.
bitch sent
You
$15.
bitch. You
Mr.
live in a
Based
glass
stopped being
house
a
and you
little
throw
bitch and
big
killing the
rocks.
So obviously, y'all can tell, right? Mr. Based was getting very heated. He starts saying that she called him all those things inside his own house, and he starts getting really indignant about it. You know, he's like getting pretty worked up. He tries to say he's joking for a second, but then he just lets it all go. And eventually, you know, just out of the blue, somebody donates $200. You know, next thing you know, she's gone. And when she's leaving, there's also some contention there. But then towards the end, he tells her, you know, she can come back and keep going. But obviously she doesn't want to, because she was just belittled for, you know, whatever amount of time she was on the stream for. This seems to be a common theme with Mr. Based having women on his stream. He likes to be really handsy with them. He says inappropriate comments, and then he expects them not to stand up for themselves or say anything to him. And then when one does, he gets really indignant about it, and, you know, he starts just like getting in his feelings. Of course, she's going to make some jokes. This is some person from Fishtank, right? They're pretty crazy. They're used to making jabs at people. They're probably used to the back and forth on there, right? I'm sure the back and forth on there is pretty crazy. I've watched a couple clips, and I know for a fact, actually, that the back and forth on there is pretty crazy. You know, it's not just like regular conversations. So she probably went into this thinking that Mr. Based has some experience dealing with people like that, especially if he's going to just like bring up her other content, you know what I mean, just out of the blue and start making fun of her for it. He should expect for her to make fun of him with some knowledge that she has. So it just goes to show, again, how bad Mr. Based is in situations with females. He just can't handle himself. It's crazy. This guy just loves to scare women away. And if they have like any kind of pushback to whatever bullshit he's got going on, then they're instantly kicked out. I mean, y'all remember when that chick showed up and she had her boyfriend there? Literally all it took is her having her boyfriend there and he crashed the fuck out. I don't know what the hell he's got going on with women, man. But this dude is just real weird whenever he gets around a chick. He just can't handle himself for like 1 second. He has to either make some sly comment or be handsy with them, like I said earlier. And it just makes for these really awkward clips. And Josh is kind of just sitting there, taking it all in and learning from Mr. Based. And soon enough, he's going to have some more situations, just like a few weeks ago when he had like that situation where Mr. Based forced him to kiss some girl. He's just going to keep having more situations like that if he sees this example.
Yeah, they have
Anonymous
that
sent
for sure.
$200. See you later, Letty.
Letty, you got to go.
Okay.
Keep the money. We'll see you.
Okay, can I pee first?
Yeah.
Miss Letty is
Yeah,
chirping,
I'm
sent
peeing
$15. Letty is chirping, chilled out.
No
Get him out,
way.
Josh.
Josh, they paid $200 for us to kick Letty out. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Anonymous sent
Hey, I
$15.
love you.
Based
You
to
know I
ruin
fucking
stream.
love you.
Congrats.
Bro, she called your friend me a and a She doesn't know me. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? Fuck her.
Maybe she was kidding.
Well, then she should apologize, right? Will we ever be seeing her again?
This actually works out because
I
I get
don't
to
know.
go to
Probably
a
not, right?
reading in like wherever it is, Brooklyn.
You going to a reading?
Yeah.
What is that?
A
I guess
site.
it's like when they
Anonymous sent
read
$15.
stuff.
I spent $300. Tell her to
Where's
get out.
Could you tell her to get the fuck out? Yeah, remember I told you we should be allies and not fuck with each other, but your idea was better than mine.
Look, you're just gonna talk shit about me once I leave.
Josh,
here.
can you tell her what you need to tell her?
Josh, tell me. Tell me.
You gotta go.
Yeah, but where's my sweater?
I don't know.
Did you hang it up?
No, I took it off.
Sweater of Josh's from his free stuff that people give him?
Sure. Well, I know you're sensitive. It's okay, Mr. Base. I'm sensitive too, but I didn't expect like.
I'll tell you what.
I've never met such a sensitive rapist.
Okay, how about we make up and we let you stay?
I'm just kidding.
Right, how about we let you stay all night? Because I don't even think you have the balls to hang out with us anymore.
Yes, I do, but
Then stay with us. We were just kidding.
You would be scamming your viewer.
No, we like you. We want you to stay.
I think she's right. You're scamming a viewer.
Oh, if I don't kick her out?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you
So
said 200 to kick her out.
You'll have to leave, otherwise that's scam.
I know, I just called out the scam. See, I'm virtuous.
So of course everybody's been taking clips from that live stream and using them to show how weird Mr. Based is. He's even deleted the live stream from his channel. So this is like some lost Mr. Based media right here. Anyway, we're going to be going on to the next video. This next video is Mr. Based freaking out because people are like at his door. It seems like a large group of people and they're screaming obscenities at him. One of them is just the words GHB, or I guess the letters GHB. So it's pretty crazy, man. They're just like screaming this crazy stuff at his door. Josh is freaking out. I think they're at the window, actually. They might be at the window. So he's freaking out because they're at the window. He's calling 911. And Mr. Bass is trying to act like everything's cool. He's trying to be calm. But you can see towards the end, he starts to freak out. And then finally, he kind of gets up to go confront the people. And Josh is sitting there still trying to get a hold of 911. It's pretty crazy. So here's the beginning. And then we're going to see the phone call with 911 that Josh makes, because that's pretty fucking crazy, man. Josh just starts to like shake. He starts to break down a little bit. It's pretty wild.
It's in the bag!
Josh sent $15. You could barely open a cardboard box. You're right, little boy. You are cooked once you step outside. I'll fold you like a table at a Buffalo Bills game.
How do we get the vibe like good for the recording?
Moose sent $15. Josh, they're just mad cause you're famous. Keep on keeping on, my man.
I gotta. I don't know what to do.
Calm him down.
Guy, the back sent $15, bro. We're so fat in the back. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
We're
let
only
me
here
just
for
find a
Jason
better
and
shot.
Josh. What are you doing here, you fat ass? Josh, put the fries in the bag, Negro.
They're banging on the door.
Mr. Lowlife sent $15. You're 57, using a 23-year-old autistic kid whose whole life is ahead of him, so you can play Strammer and you should start calling Josh.
Someone pick up the phone!
It's just some fun.
Pick up! Josh, calm down, calm down.
Anonymous sent $15. Big bitch in the back should leave expeditiously. His nips are distracting me from...
Go get him, Sonic, now, go. Guys on the thing. Go.
$15, Josh.
I'm hyperventilating.
See, all
Thank
this
you,
money
Sonic.
based is making
Stop,
it
Frank.
be all yours. Don't you hate it when he tells you what to do? You can do whatever you want.
You have reached 911. Do you require information? Call directory assistance. Hold only if you are reporting an emergency. The following message is for the deaf.
What is this?
Bro, no way that Josh was really this scared, bro. It's not that big of a deal. They're just like screaming at you, bro. He thinks that they're trying to take his life or something. He's sitting there screaming on the phone, begging for like an actual person, because they put him on with like a robot or whatever, right? They're asking him if he actually needs something, and he's like screaming into this phone. And Mr. Bass isn't really helping, because he says he's going to go get a shirt. But, you know, in actuality, he's going to the window and he's screaming back at these people. And that's making them want to scream even more. So then like they're trying to fight Mr. Based or whatever. They're trying to like scream at Mr. Based to come outside, basically. It starts to get pretty heated. And then Josh is getting even more scared. Like he's genuinely shaking. And then once you hear his call with the 911 operator, that's when things start to get really serious.
I need police. I'm scared. There's guys climbing the windows in our house. They're threatening my life. They're trying to get into the house. I don't know. What? I don't know. Just send someone here. I can't just tell you that.
I mean, what does this guy expect when he gives out his address? He's giving out his address all the time. He encourages fans to go see him. And he doesn't expect trolls to start coming to his house. I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner. I'm surprised somebody hasn't tried to ransack that place. You know what I mean? Like, you give your address out on the internet, somebody's bound to come over there, man. It's just gonna happen. And they're gonna do some messed up stuff, especially if you're like a really controversial online figure. They're gonna want to go to your house and egg you on. And that's exactly what they did. And Mr. Based actually fed into it this time. He had no choice. They were literally at his window screaming this stuff at him. So of course he's gonna get angry and try to scream some stuff back. And it just created more tension, like I said. And in the next clip, you'll see that things start to kind of become normal. Josh is looking at some packages. And then all of a sudden, these people come back. And then it's like just a trigger for Josh. Instantly, he stands up and he starts screaming the loudest I've ever heard him scream, saying that he's going to sue them. I mean, it shocks Mr. Based. It makes him jump a little bit. And then eventually they both end stream.
I'm sorry they're f***ing with you, Josh. I apologize. Let's open more packages. Sit down, Josh.
Yeah.
We got 3 more packages, Josh. Come. Come sit. Let's try to ignore these f***s.
I mean, I think he's just trying to get away from me. I don't know.
There you go. Alright, sit down, Sonic, in your place.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, wait.
Come back to this.
Potty? Are you freaking kidding me? Potty training?
Anonymous sent $15. Do not end the stream, Jason. This is the magnum opus. Do not end the stream, Jason.
No one's ending this stream. We're recording greatness tonight.
Jason, this is the magnum opus. Do not end this stream.
Scorpion pepper pistachios. That seems interesting.
They're probably the hottest ones on earth. Scorpion pistachios? Yeah, they'll probably hurt you. They're probably trying to trick you.
I know what a scorpion tastes like.
That thing will sting you.
I'll probably be in the hospital.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me open this.
Slide this way so Sonic's not covered up. Yeah. Thanks.
Please stop using the N-word.
Is that a book?
It's a
Let me show it to
book.
them. Please stop using the N-word. And they have 2 black children on there. It's probably not often a white person needs that book, huh?
But Jimmer sent $15 if Josh says Mr.
They came
Jimmer, I
back.
will continue to donate. Love you, Jason.
Ignore them. Just
Get out! I'll sue you and have you arrested! Arrested! You want to go to jail? Jail? You know what jail is?
Josh, don't end it. Don't end it, Josh.
End the
No.
stream. End the stream.
No, don't end it. Please, no, it's so good. It's so good. No, Josh.
I honestly don't know what they were going for here, why they ended the stream. I mean, Mr. Based is obviously faking it. He's imitating every girl that he's ever been with in his life with those, fake don't end the streams, don't stop, that whole situation there. It became like oddly sexual towards the end. I kind of felt weird there with him talking to Josh like that. I'm like, why you gotta say it like that, man? Your acting's already bad right off the bat, but then you gotta make it weird like that, bro. Just stop. But basically, that's all we have for Mr. Based. He's just been crashing out over and over. He's been taking L's one after another. He got his channel banned. He went and lit his arm on fire. He did a lot of crazy stuff this week. It's been crazy, man. It's been a crazy start to the week for Mr. Bass. Shit, even last week was pretty crazy for him. And it seems like it's just going to continue to go downhill from here. It's like he's got some kind of curse going on or something, man. Maybe he wore the Sonic 2 medallion recently or something like that. But either way, just the luck has not been on his side, man. And it's been going bad for homie. We'll have to see what happens with him and Josh if, you know, they keep streaming together. Of course they are, right? No matter what happens, they're going to keep streaming together. We're just going to see them the next day together because Josh brings in the money no matter what. He brings in the donations. He might bring in the trolls, but he also brings in the donations. And with that being said, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That all helps out in the algorithm. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.